case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In the 1977 case of Nixon v. Administrator of General Services, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled on the constitutionality of the Presidential Recordings and Materials Preservation Act. This law allowed for the archiving of materials from former President Richard Nixon, including his papers and tape recordings, and required the executive branch to process and screen these materials for public access. Nixon challenged the act's constitutionality, citing issues such as separation of powers, presidential privilege, privacy interests, First Amendment rights, and the Bill of Attainder Clause. The district court limited its review to the facial unconstitutionality of the statute and dismissed Nixon's complaint. The Supreme Court later affirmed the lower court's decision, acknowledging Congress's intent to restore public confidence and facilitate a thorough examination of the events leading to Nixon's resignation. The Supreme Court ultimately ruled that the Presidential Recordings and Materials Preservation Act was constitutional. According to the court, the act was a reasonable response to the intermingling of personal and private documents with government-related materials. The justices determined that presidential privilege must yield to congressional purposes, allowing for the preservation of evidence for trials and historical records, while minimizing privacy intrusions.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.